Hello, I will be going over the muscular strength assessment of the 1RM bench press and the muscular endurance assessment of the push-up test. The 1RM is known as the heaviest weight that may be lifted once with a proper technique through the full range of motion without assistance. It may be measured with a bench press for upper body strength or inclined leg press exercise for lower body strength. This is an assessment of muscular strength. For a general warm-up, you will do an aerobic exercise at a low intensity for about 5 to 10 minutes. Next, a specific warm-up will be performed of the chosen exercise and you will perform several repetitions with a light load. An initial weight is selected within 50% to 70% of your perceived 1RM to begin the exercise. Once you select your starting weight, you attempt a 1RM lift and assess if it is done correctly. The rest periods between each successful exercise will last between 3 to 5 minutes between each 1RM attempt if it is performed correctly, with the weight to be added. Increase weight resistance by 2.5 kilograms and 20 kilograms after each repetition if done correctly. Your 1RM should be found within 4 sets in order to avoid excessive fatigue. A person's 1RM is determined as the heaviest weight lifted correctly with proper form and through the full range of motion without any assistance. The strength to weight ratio is your weight lifted divided by your own body weight to determine your level of strength. This is the formula for the strength to weight ratio, which is equal to weight lifted divided by the body weight. In this example, we will plug in 61.23 kilograms for the weight lifted and 85.3 kilograms for the body weight. You will divide the 61.23 kilograms by 85.3 kilograms to get a weight ratio of 0.72. I will be demonstrating a 1RM bench press assessment. First, I will start off by doing a low intensity aerobic exercise for about 5 to 10 minutes, jogging to get the blood flowing. I will continue warming up by doing a specific warm up for the bench press by doing several repetitions with a lightweight load. I start off with my first attempt at finding my 1RM, in which I was able to complete it correctly with proper technique. Following my first attempt, I rest for about 3 to 5 minutes and increase the weight. I perform a second attempt and am able to complete it again correctly, leading me to increase the weight again and rest for 3 to 5 minutes before my next attempt. On the third set, I was able to complete it with proper technique, so again, I will rest for 3 to 5 minutes after before increasing the weight and attempting the fourth set. On the fourth set, I was not able to complete the bench press properly as I had to get help lifting the bar up. This meant that the weight on the third set was my 1RM. Using reps to fatigue, a submaximal test may also be conducted to figure out your 1RM. A submaximal test is conducted in order to predict your 1RM using the results from the submaximal assessment. A maximal test, on the other hand, will give you directly your 1RM. You would perform a submaximal test over a maximal test when being performed by someone who is sedentary or is an adolescent or in the older population. 2 to 10 reps is allowed for submaximal testing. As shown here is the predicted 1RM formula, which is equal to the weight lifted divided by 1.0278 minus 0.0278 times the number of repetitions performed. Here is an example shown, in which the weight lifted is equal to 47 kilograms and the number of repetitions performed is 10 repetitions. You plug in those two numbers and you get an answer of a predicted 1RM of 62.68 kilograms. Next is the push-up test. This push-up assessment is used to determine your upper body muscular endurance. There is also a modified knee push-up test. Proper breathing technique must be maintained. You will exhale with effort, which is when you push off from the floor, and you will inhale when going down to the floor. Most number of push-up repetitions performed with the proper technique without stopping is your test score. The test is terminated when the proper form is not maintained within 2 repetitions. or if you strain forcibly to try and perform them. Push-up test normally begins in the standard down position, in which you have your hands facing forward underneath your shoulder, back straight, and head up facing forward, while your toes are your pivotal point. Elbows need to be fully extended during the up position to raise your body, and your chin needs to touch the ground when returning to the down position. Your stomach should not touch the mat. For the modified knee push-up test, your legs are together, lower leg is in contact with the mat, ankles are plantar flexed, your back is straight, hands are shoulder width apart, and your head is facing up and forward, with your knees acting as the pivotal point. Your chin must also touch the mat in the down position without your stomach touching the floor, and elbows fully extended to raise your body to the up position. You will also always keep your back straight.